Hey guys, GameBoyZero here. Let's go on a trip to 1995 or 1996, somewhere around there. I forget, but join me. Okay, so the year is 1996, I believe, and we went to Quakertown Farmers Market.
Quakertown Farmers Market, bargains are our business.
Behold, before me was this amazing contraption from Nickelodeon, and it was the Nickelodeon Time Blaster. I had seen this on TV, but to find it like this in person, it was used, but in beautiful condition for 10 bucks. Yeah, I'll take it. So I bought it. I took it home with me, and it was just magic. So this dusty thing, this is the reason for my channel. I remember getting this, and I found it on eBay for about 14 or 15 bucks, and it was broken. So when I started my channel, I thought, let me try to fix it, and I fixed it. It worked very well, but unfortunately it broke again, so I'll have to go ahead and fix it again. But if you go on eBay now and you try to find these, they go from anywhere from $100 to $200, and that's nuts, the way that these things have increased in value. So what is it? It's an alarm clock. It features a light function, green zigzag shaped tube running across the top of the clock. It lights up, so you can literally press this button here and it'll light up. So actually, that's one of the best features of this, is it's kind of a night light. And the best part for me, honestly, was the noises, and it always begins with like a 3, 2, 1 blast off. And the alarms that are available are the bugle, the cuckoo clock, a boing sound, a nick jingle, and of course the radio, I guess. Well, nobody really used that. And it had a demo mode which my parents hated because it would go through all of them. So imagine, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and this thing goes off. Yeah, my parents weren't the biggest fans. So the clock display is green. Obviously I can't show you now because it's not working, but it features a circular speaker for the radio and sounds. I was fortunate enough to grab one of these growing up now, but there were even more blaster items than this. This was not the end of it. And I think as a kid, I don't remember if I knew that, or maybe I did see it and just counted it as a lost thing. I didn't really go for any of those. This was the only thing I knew, and I was okay with it. And today I would say it's still my favorite thing, mainly because of nostalgia, mainly because it was something I owned as a kid. But let's go over the next ones that I have with me today. This is a flippin' boombox. I got the wide angle lens today. I usually use like a 50mm, but I want you to see this thing. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, babe. And I don't wanna miss the thing. This is the Nickelodeon Blast Box. It has the same zigzag design, neon thing on top, but it doesn't light up. Yeah, it takes batteries in the back, which is pretty cool. So it's a radio and it's a cassette player. I have one cassette and I thought about opening it, but it's the McDonald's Halloween sound effects. Don't want to open that up. It's still in this plastic, brand new. And that's pretty much it. It has an antenna. It has really good speakers. Like, the speakers bump. I think they did release a CD version of this. I'll have this on the screen so you can check it out. So there was this one. The CD version actually looks really cool compared to this one, but this one's they're dope. So yeah, it's a boombox. So I promise you, the kids broke this. This used to work. Yeah, next we have the Nickelodeon Photo Blaster. This came out in 1997. Thank you, Alexa, for allowing me to own this today. Anyway, It's a simple camera. There's nothing fancy. It's just simply a cool camera. And it's one of those film wind-up ones that you put the film in. But I mean, other than that, see the light, it lights up. Other than that, I mean, you got the slime, shots you take. It's an old film style camera, 35mm. Truly nothing fancy about it except for the fact that it's Nickelodeon. Lastly, I have this thing right here. This is the Nickelodeon Talk Blaster. This might be my favorite. Unfortunately, I don't own this. I'm borrowing this. And I never had the luxury of ever owning a phone as a kid, but goodness, what kid wouldn't want this as a phone in their room? And this features that signature neon zigzag. This one actually lights up. And it lights up when it rings. It does this crazy thing. I don't have a plug to be able to try it out, but I did look it up to see what it actually does. And yeah, so this light, it has different sounds. So it has this little dial here, where you can set it to the signature Nickelodeon jingle, set it to a moo sound. It does have a traditional ring sound, but who wants that, right? A boing sound and some people laughing. Do that. It also shows this rotary dial style, which is really cool. It's not a rotary phone by any means. They're trying to show, that style, but these are actually button press, and they're soft touch. And I believe this does take batteries. So if I wanted to use batteries and then just used it with the line, it does work. I don't know. I mean, they don't make toys, these were not toys. They were actually usable items for tweens into teens. These were essentially toys, and they don't make them like they used to. They just don't. Now, these are the only ones that I have here, but there were so many more items that Nickelodeon was making, like the blast pads. Those were the headphones, the 2 blast packs, portable cassette or AM FM radio, a computer keyboard. I think I also remember a computer, not totally sure on that, and a calculator. Yes, a calculator that was GAC themed. So 90s Nick is definitely something I miss. It was a whole different culture. If you really want to understand more, I recommend watching the Orange Years documentary, which at this time of this video release, you can currently see it on Hulu. And toys back then, they hit differently. That's why you see a lot of the toys coming back now, like the Tiger Electronics, for example, or the Power Rangers flip heads. The 90s were truly the golden age for child. And before we go though, I gotta hit you a little Blaster B footage. Let's go.
You got me feeling like the 90s. You got me feeling like the 90s. Girl, you really all that I need. Can't see nobody else beside me. You got me feeling like the 90s. You got me feeling like the 90s. Girl, you really all that I need. Can't see nobody else beside me.
I want to give a shout out to Gamers Inc. in Orlando for letting me borrow their Talk Blaster and Blast Box. Super duper kind of you guys. Thank you so much. If you're ever in the Orlando area and are looking for retro things, you have to give them a visit. If not for the retro goodness that they have in their store, simply because they are the kindest people and will entertain you with the greatest conversations of things like from today in today's video, from the past. They are super knowledgeable, and they're kind of like Cheers, a place where you can go where everybody knows your name. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I'm wearing my Nickelodeon scarf today. I didn't mention it. It's kind of warm today, but I thought I'd give it, I just wanted to wear something kind of Nickelodeon-y. But yeah, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more chill 90s content like this. This definitely got me feeling like the 90s. Pass.
You got me feeling like the 90s.